let's talk about the politics at the AICPA and Mark Koziel, the new incoming AICPA president. So the AICPA actively supports the offshoring of American jobs overseas. I was at a presentation by Barry Melancon, the current president, who's retiring soon, and he put a slide up on the screen, and it showed the triangle of a CPA firm, the pyramid of a CPA firm with the staff at the bottom and the partners at the top, and then he showed the corners cut off the triangle, and there were two words: offshoring and technology. And the AICPA teaches firms how to offshore and how to implement technology in order to avoid hiring staff. What I want to know is, how does this fit with the AICPA's stated mission of, what is their stated mission? It has something to do, I think, with promoting CPAs, right? You would think that it would, right? Isn't the mission of the AICPA?
I'm going to dig it up here. You continue on.
You tell me what it is exactly, but I'm going to guarantee you there's something in there about promoting CPAs. But your average CPA salary hovers around $100,000. Depends who you look at. It can go the average might be as low as like $91,000 or as high as $120,000 a year. That's for US CPAs. And it hasn't really budged. And that salary is very, very difficult to raise a family on in what really ought to be, you would think you would want CPAs to be living like an upper middle class lifestyle, wouldn't you? They're professionals. They deserve to be in that class with doctors and lawyers. And in fact, the AICPA has said for years and years, the whole reason that we have the 150-hour rule is to elevate the profession, to have similar educational requirements as the medical and legal fields. But CPAs don't make nearly as much money as doctors and lawyers, far less. And so my question to Mark Koziel is, what are you going to do as the new president of the AICPA to raise wages of average CPAs? What concrete actions are you going to take to do this, given that firms just seem to be offshoring the jobs in order to avoid having to do this to raise wages?
The AICPA's mission is powering the success of global businesses, CPAs, CGMAs, and specialty credentials by providing the most relevant knowledge, resources, and advocacy, protecting the evolving public interest. So they're about growing global businesses.
Right. That's the
that's
first
number
thing.
one.
That's number
the
one.
First thing.
Global, and you know who that is? The global businesses? It's the giant consulting firms that are the big four. That's what that is. It's interesting that CPAs aren't first on that list. I think it's very telling, actually. So I want to know, from Mark, and I say this as a friend, Mark Koziel. I mean, we don't know each other that well, but we've met and we've been friendly. And I would love to have you on the show, Mark. And let's talk about what the AICPA is going to do in concrete terms to advocate for average CPAs, not the managing partners at these firms that pay the AICPA dues, but the CPAs who are your members, the hundreds of thousands of CPAs who are your members. And I think actually a lot more people would become members if they felt like the AICPA was advocating for them.